Hello everybody, welcome. This is Dr. Andrew Solomon on Nissi Naturals, and we are here broadcasting live in the US, so we welcome all of you. And today we are going to be talking about some DIYs that you can do in your house. But our focus today is how to detangle your hair. A lot of you have written to me and you say detangling your hair is really a challenge. Today we're going to, help you learn how to, make detangling a much easier experience. Detangling is not really easy. The first thing that you need to learn about detangling your natural hair is patience. You need to learn to be patient. If you are in a hurry, your hair will break unevenly, and when your hair breaks unevenly, you have a lot of problems on your hands. Okay, so what you just found us doing, we have already shampooed the hair. This is my daughter right here sitting in the chair, and we have already shampooed the hair, and we made our own, cornstarch mask, hair mask. Now, did you know that cornstarch is really a great product for you to not only to help with detangling your hair, but also it helps your hair grow, it conditions your hair, it can help you in a number of ways. So what you see here, I just made just before we started the program, I took some cornstarch, 4 tablespoons of cornstarch, and I mixed them with a 1/4 cup of cold water, okay, and I mixed that in there, and then I boiled 3 cups of water, 3 cups of water, and then I proceeded to pour the boiled hot water over the pre-mix of the cornstarch that I had mixed with a 1/4 cup of cold water, and then I started cooking the cornstarch on the stove. Okay, I cooked it for just a short while, and I just had to add a few more tablespoons of water to make it a semi runny fluid, if you will. And then the next thing I added into this, I added olive oil. Okay, if you have coconut oil, you can use that. I added a 1/4 cup of olive oil, and I should say a 1/4 cup of olive oil, and that's it. And that's it. And then I am now applying the mask on the hair. The mask is going to be washed out later on. Okay, it's going to be washed out later on. So today what I'm going to just show you is how to apply the mask. As you're applying the mask, you are actually also using it as a detangler. You can use it as a detangler, but first shampoo bar. It will cleanse your hair and your scalp without stripping it. Okay, and now I've applied the the cornstarch hair mask, and now I am doing a 2-strand twist, a loose one. Don't over tighten, okay? Because you're going to undo it later on, and this is going to stay on your hair for about 30 minutes. Okay, and then the next thing that's going to happen is you are going to put a plastic shower cap on after you finish doing what I'm doing right here. So partition the hair. After you've shampooed the hair, you partition it into 4 parts. I did exactly that. Okay. Why do I partition the hair? It is easier to manage. Okay. It is easier to manage your hair if you section off the hair into 4 parts, and then you start working on each section. Then when you go to each section, you still partition it. Here I've partitioned one section into 3 braids. I've been able to do 3 braids in just one section, okay? And don't worry about the excess cornstarch. It is going to, stay on the hair. The hair is going to absorb what it wants, and then it will, be washed out. So, again, if you're just joining us, please share this video. So here's the second section, okay? And this is all natural hair. This is type 4 hair, okay? This is my daughter has type 4 hair. So this is one section. So what I'm going to do, I am going to partition off even this section. I'm going to divide it into 3 parts, okay? I start normally in the back. So I go like that, and I section off that part of the hair. Be gentle. Normally when you wash long hair like my daughter's hair, it's entangled. But don't worry, the cornstarch mask is going to help you. It's going to help you with detangling, okay? So here we have it, okay? And you don't need to kind of make the fine lines as if you're styling. Right now we're not styling. Right now we are sectioning off the hair so that we could start the detangling process. And why are we doing this? Because my daughter's hair was really, really entangled. Okay, now I have this section. You see that? Then I am going to take the hair mask. That's a cornstarch hair mask. It has olive oil in it. I also added rosemary essential oil. Rosemary essential oil is very good for your hair. You can do this at home. If you say, oh my goodness, I'm living in a country where I cannot access Nissi Naturals products. Well, that's why we come and teach you every Saturday. So make sure that every Saturday you are available to watch our videos. Okay, and then during the week, turn on the notification button. You will be following us, and when we have a video running, you, my friend, will be able to access it. Now look at this. Look at the curls that the cornstarch hair mask does, and I haven't even finished. This is just the beginning, okay? But make sure the hair is clean, okay? Make sure that the hair is clean. Please do not use detergent to clean your hair, to shampoo your hair. Don't use a shampoo that is detergent-based. It will strip your hair. It will mess up your hair, so try to make sure that it is natural shampoo that you're using. Use a natural shampoo before you do this, and apply the cornstarch hair mask. So right now I am going to take sections of the hair and I'm going to detangle, finger detangle. Start off by finger detangling, okay? But apply a generous amount. Now, one of the things that's going to happen is that as you are detangling your hair, some of it will be hair that's shading. Every minute your hair is actually shading, you know. Bear with nature. That's how it's supposed to be. Then you're going to go, my daughter's hair is really, really entangled. So I have to be patient. As I told you, I have to be patient. Rub in the hair mask and then detangle. Take a section of it, like it's all meshed up right here. So you just take a little at a time and you detangle. Okay? Don't be in a hurry. You're going to break your hair unevenly. And when you break your hair unevenly, sometimes the solution is just to cut it. Otherwise, it will not grow. It will start, growing unevenly. Okay? So now you see that area. I simply went in that area and I detangled. Okay? There's another area right here that I need to work on. See that? So that, the cornstarch. Cornstarch, you just go to a store and you ask them to give you cornstarch. You take and you mix it with a quarter cup of cold water. Don't mix it with hot water because it's going to clog up and it will be just, blobs of cornstarch or whatever. Okay? And then, you are going to take your time and apply this as you detangle. I'm so happy with how the cornstarch hair mask is actually making my detangling process easy. Mothers, fathers, aunties, and uncles, you can do this. If you have a nephew or niece with long hair, use this at home. You see this? This is going to help a very complicated detangled mess that may be in your hair. It will really help you, but you just have to be patient. Okay? Just be patient. Take one strand at a time and separate it from the kinked area. You see that? And some of it will just kind of shade off, but that's okay. But be patient. Be patient. Now, when you're applying the cornstarch hair mask, it will, you'll see these particles on top. Don't worry. Those particles will actually do what? They will come out when you are rinsing the hair mask out. This is a hair mask that doesn't stay on your hair. So don't keep it on your hair. Okay? Don't keep it on your hair. It is a hair mask that you have to wash out. If you leave it in your hair, the cornstarch will dry, and then you have white particles in your hair. So I'm really warning you ahead of time. Do not leave it on. Okay. Do not leave it on. It will. This is not a leave-in conditioner. You're just conditioning your hair, and also moisturizing it. This cornstarch hair mask will add moisture to your hair. Okay? It will add moisture to your hair. Now, if you can't do this at home, in Uganda you can go to Mukwano Courts, shop G02. That's where the Nissi Naturals shop is, and that's where the salon is. The Nissi Naturals team in the salon, they will help you with this. Okay, this is something that we do for we're going to start doing for our customers at the Nissi salon in Uganda, but also here. You can come in and I'll show you how to make it. If you live in the US and you want me to show you in person how to do this, I will show you how to do it. And then you can go home. This, if your hair is damaged, make sure that you use this hair mask twice a week. Do this twice a week. Your hair will bounce back and your hair will thank you. Now, do you notice I went one strand at a time, okay? Detangling. One strand at a time, detangling. If you want, you can add a little more. Okay? But I'm already impressed. The hair is really moist. One of the things you're going to find out when you use this hair mask, your hair will be very soft. Very, very soft when you wash out the cornstarch. This we're going to wash out later on with my daughter. And you will let me know how this works for you. Now, after we wash out this hair mask, we are going to moisturize. Don't wash this out. I don't care how soft your hair is. Please don't wash out the cornstarch hair mask and then leave your hair without any moisture. My suggestion is here for us. We're going to use the hair milk, the Nissi Naturals hair milk. And if you go to the salon in Uganda, they will also use the hair milk. Or if you want, you can use the Imara leave-in conditioner. That's the other leave-in conditioner we have. After you put in the conditioner, make sure that you seal in the moisture with shea cream, the Nissi Naturals shea cream. Okay. By the way, all these things that I'm suggesting, you can buy them online if you're here in North America. www.us off because we haven't detangled my daughter's hair for quite a while. The hair obviously is going to shade off. I'm just going to do this one big section and see how it works. Be generous, okay? So it is creamy. It's like a cream, but it's a mask. It's a hair mask. Washing and adding moisture to your hair, okay? You see that? I did a big part, but I think I should have divided it. Sometimes when you take a big chunk of hair, it becomes a little difficult to detangle, but I will try. I'll be patient. Okay? I will be patient. And dads, you can do this. You know, you can do this for your daughters or your sons who have long hair. Okay? You can do this. Okay? I am being generous. And don't worry, taking care of hair requires a lot of patience. Especially type 3, type 4 hair. It is high level hair. It's not a joke, So taking care of it is not an easy thing, okay? So I am detangling as I go. So the other thing, if you don't want to finger detangle, use a white tooth comb like that, and then you can comb out any entanglement. Start at the end like this, and gently work your way down, okay? All right? Okay, you could use, for me, I prefer using fingers to detangle. Okay, but if you really like to use a comb, make sure it's a wide tooth comb. Okay, now I like to go to a certain section here and detangle that section. You see that? Just isolate a section and detangle it. Okay? This hair mask has slick. It makes it easy for you to detangle hair. See that? Just go to that area and gently detangle. All right? And as I said, be patient. Be patient. This hair has not grown long like this because I was in a hurry, or we were in a hurry. My wife and I, we really take our time, okay? Don't be in a hurry. If you're in a hurry, you would damage your hair, okay? Detangling is not easy. Like right now, I have a kink right at the end. But like I told you before, if the hair, the knot is at the end of the hair, you can just take scissors and you can cut off that knot if it's at the end. If it's in between, take your time and separate it from the hair. Don't leave it in there, because if you leave it in there, it will actually attract other knots, and then you will have a more detangling problem on your hands. My assistant, if you could get me a little scissors so that I could cut off. This is at the end. Yeah, give me that one. You know, I'm using a big scissors. Okay, at the end, yes, you can cut it off because it's just stubbornly there. In the middle, be patient, work it. So when you're detangling and your hair begins to just shade off and fall off, don't panic. Your hair is actually just shading. That is the end of its journey on your scalp. So be patient. Now, I have detangled that section. Okay? When you finish detangling, you take 2 parts and just do a loose two-strand twist. You just part the hair and then twist it like that. That is what we call a 2-strand twist. But make it loose, okay? Make it loose, because later on you're going to undo the hair and wash out all the hair mask, okay? That stuff that you see on top, that's the hair mask. Don't worry about it. You saturate the hair with it. The hair will be so happy because it's going to be moist, it's going to be conditioned, and that makes it easier for you also to manage your hair and allow it to grow. Now, why do we use cornstarch? Because cornstarch, if you are protein sensitive, if you have a child that is protein sensitive, this is a very good hair mask. Cornstarch doesn't have much protein in it. It mostly has minerals, okay? It has calcium, it has all these other minerals in it that are needed, to help your hair grow, okay? So here we are. I'm now going on to another section, okay? If I want, I can just divide this into 2, okay? Just divide this into two and work on one section, this section. See that? If you are in a hurry, just divide that section into two. Okay? Like all of a sudden, I think the front part of my daughter's hair is not as entangled as the back, because we sleep on the back. And the back can be difficult to detangle. So that's where I, divide the hair into three parts. But in the front, I can afford to do two sections in that. Be generous. Be generous. Actually, if you're generous, it will help you detangle better. Okay? I am finger detangling. I've chosen to finger detangle. Okay? And if you sense that there is a kink somewhere, just isolate that area and detangle. Okay? Just isolate an area and detangle it. You can hold it and just take small sections and separate anywhere your hair is meshed or detangled. Just separate it gently. Like that. See what I'm doing? You see that? Take just small sections and separate them from the entanglement. Be patient. See that? Be patient. Don't be in a hurry. Beautiful hair does not rush. You have to take your time to care for your hair. If you don't take care of your hair, it will not grow. So you see what I'm doing? I'm taking I'm holding a big section of the hair up like that, and then I'm taking small sections and detangling. You see that? Small sections of the hair and detangling them. Okay, like here there's a serious kink. I will isolate that kink and then take one follicle at a time, separate it from the entanglement. All right? And then go to the other section. I almost lost my way there. So there you have it. Section is done. See, if you are here feeling the hair is so soft. It is naturally soft. It is slick. By the way, the cornstarch will also help your hair get this natural shine. Okay? So now I'm going to take this section, divide it into two, and then do a two-strand twist like that. See that? Loose. Don't make it too tight. Loose. Make it loose. Make it quick. Okay? You're not tightening it too much because later on you're going to take it out. Okay? this is not a woman's job. There are some men out there who are, come in my inbox and they start talking trash. No, this is not a woman's job. If you're a parent and you have a daughter, if you're a dad and you have a daughter, you need to help out with her hair. Okay, now I'm going to work on this section. Okay, if your hair is dry, remember what I've taught you here on Nissi Naturals. Don't apply anything on your hair when it's still it's dry. The reason why you don't see me using a spray bottle is because I just finished shampooing my daughter's hair. Otherwise, if her hair was dry, I would spray it, reintroduce moisture to the hair, and then it opens the follicles. And once the follicles open, it is easier to apply. So here we have it. Generous amounts. Very easy to apply, by the way. It just goes on very beautifully. See that? Be generous. Your hair will thank you. If nobody else thanks you, your hair will thank you. Like my daughter's hair always thanks her, or thanks me, or thanks her mother for giving it some TLC. Massaging the mask. Be generous. Use your fingers and detangle. Use your fingers and detangle. Let me add a little more in the front here. And don't use this as a gel. This is not a gel. It actually looks like a gel, but it's not a gel. Okay. I have chosen to finger detangle. For me, I like to finger detangle because sometimes combs do a poor job of detangling the hair. Fingers, you can feel your way around with fingers. With a comb, yeah, it's a hit or miss. And then in the process, you can break people who are, new at this. Okay? Take time and detangle. There's a little mesh in the middle here. I will be patient and I will detangle that. See this? I'm trying to separate the hair follicles from the big entanglement. A big chunk of hair has actually created a mesh. And when the mesh is created, it creates a mess. There we are. Be patient. Natural hair people, be patient. Don't be in a hurry. Okay? Your hair will be happy. You did not break it in a hurry. And I'm glad I'm patient. See, I have separated. That was the mesh. So what happens with some of the entanglement, part of your hair, when it's locked, it actually breaks off and then it entangles other hairs on your scalp. It pulls in other members of your hair to come and entangle with it. And guess what? That's where the entanglement comes from. So what you do, take one piece of hair and separate it. patiently. Take one follicle and separate it from the entanglement. I hope you're seeing this on the video. If you are a white parent and you adopt black kids, these videos that we're doing help you a lot. Don't try to make the child's hair straight. Our hair was not meant to be straight. We are a curly people. So type 1, type 2 hair, Caucasian hair, Asian hair, yeah, that hair can be straight. Our hair was not meant to be straight. Those of you who straighten your hair, yeah, that is a cosmetic quickie. But our hair was not designed to be straight. So those of you who choose to make your hair straight, that is actually it's almost like someone who chooses to do plastic surgery. Yeah, you can do that, but that's not how our hair was meant to be. So here we have it. I have finished detangling that area. It's all nice and sleek. Now I'm going to put it in a loose two-strand twist. A loose one. Okay? You see that? Very loose. Be patient. Don't be in a hurry. When you're taking care of natural hair, you have to be patient. The beauty of the cornstarch hair mask, it actually helps you. It helps you do the detangling nice and easy. All right? And that is all my daughter's hair. No extension added. Those of you who do extensions, God bless you. But if you take care of your hair, it will actually respond. Hair is like a baby. You give it good nourishment, it responds. If you give it chemicals, hey, it will suffer later on. And again, I call upon all parents, especially dads, take an interest in your daughter's hair. Some of these kids, they are thinking that black hair or brown hair is not beautiful. Yes, it is beautiful. Black hair is beautiful. It is the most sophisticated hair. Okay? And I think God knew what he was doing when he gave black and brown people hair that is curly. Because he knew we could take care of it. And if you can't take care of it, that's why we're here. Now I am in this section. See how quickly this goes? I made a lot. By the way, the formula that like the recipe I just gave you, it is, if you have long hair, it will cover 2 heads, I think. It will cover someone with short hair and someone with long hair like my daughter. It will be used for that purpose. Okay? And just go to the store. Cornstarch, 99 cents a packet. Olive oil, very easy to find in your store. If you don't have olive oil, use coconut oil. I like olive oil because it adds that extra moisture. Okay? If you have even rosemary essential oil, go for it. Okay? Go for it. The smell of rosemary essential oil, and I put some rosemary essential oil in here. Oh, it smells so beautiful. Rosemary is very good for hair growth, so that's why I used it. Also, I added a little tea tree, and tea tree is very good at getting rid of dandruff and keeping your scalp healthy. All right. So with this section, because with this section, yeah, sorry about that. That's a cornstarch. It's drying up, and that's what happens. So we're going to put it in, yeah, the edges will be dry, but don't worry. We are going to cover it in a shower cap. Plastic shower cap is what we're going to cover it with. So let me just work on this section. This section is all entangled somewhere in the middle here. So I am going to separate it and then begin to work the section. Yeah. Again, this is at the end. Just a little bit. And those of you who are just joining us, this is Dr. Andrew Solomon. Today we're working on detangling your hair with cornstarch hair mask. With a cornstarch hair mask. You can make this at home. 4 tablespoons of cornstarch. Mix them with a 1/4 cup of cold water. And you mix them in, okay, until they dissolve. Then you boil water on the stove. Once you boil water on the stove, then you begin to stir it in. Within a minute or so, once you pour in the premix, within a minute or so, it will begin to kind of become creamy. Make sure you, if it's too thick, add some water to it and stir. I think I'll do a video on how to make this hair mask. Today, I just wanted to come and show you how, you know, it's applied. But I'll do a video on how I made my cornstarch hair mask. Okay, here we have a serious entanglement. Patience, patience, patience. It requires a lot of patience. If you are not patient, you are going to break the hair unevenly. And when you break the hair unevenly, your hair will stop growing properly. You have some unevenness to your hair, okay? And actually, after a while, your hair will not grow past a certain length, okay? Okay. Here we have, there's a little serious kinkiness over here. But guess what? There you go. And the kinks, sometimes, as I'm going to repeat this, your hair breaks off, and then that piece that breaks off, it begins to entangle other follicles, and that's what causes these serious kinks. Okay. So you just have to be patient. You just have to be patient. If it's at the end, as I told you, just clip it off. It will not be missed. If it's at the end, if it's in the middle, be patient. Work, work, work. Okay? We have something here. We have something here. So today is detangling day. If you don't detangle your hair, weekends are very good for those of you working mothers. But even your kids, because they go to school during the week, weekends would be better days to detangle your hair. Get a moment, sit down, okay, and begin to patiently detangle. If you don't detangle your hair, it will create this entanglement that will eventually get you to cut off your hair, cut it short. You need to make sure that the detangling is at least I would say once a month. If if you're very busy, do it once a month. Detangle your hair at least once a month. Those of you who keep your hair in protective styling, I would not keep my hair in braids or whatever for more than 4 weeks. If I push it, 6 weeks. Okay? So I'm just going to do one big strand right here. 2-strand twist. And we are going to put this. So my assistants are going to get me a plastic shower cap. And we're going to keep this in there. Actually, you can do a little more detangling later. Okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to take all this hair. It has all the cornstarch hair mask, and we do have some left here. If you have some left, just you can I'm gonna wipe later on, but if you have some left over, you can put it in a tight container and put it in a refrigerator, and you can use it in 2 to 4 days. Okay, you can use it in 2 to 4 days. So that is the first part. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to talk to you guys about what we're going to put in later on. Let me have a seat. My daughter is done. I can sit here, and my assistant give me this bucket so I can wash my hands, and then I'm going to need some hair milk. Hair milk. Let me wash my hands because I don't want the cornstarch to go on the products that I'm going to show you. So that was, you know, I was showing you how to apply the cornstarch. Okay. Now they're going to bring me some hair milk. After we wash out the cornstarch mask, okay, after we wash out the cornstarch hair mask, we are going to, I need real hair milk. We only have one left? Huh? Okay, just a minute. This stuff sells very quickly, so let me just clean my hands. So here at Nissi Naturals, we sell the hair milk. Okay? This is the hair milk that we sell here. This is made with rice milk. The hair milk is made with rice milk, and it is really designed to help your hair, to strengthen your hair, to help your hair grow. In China, there's a certain tribe in China. They actually use rice water to rinse their hair, and guess what? They have in the Guinness World book, they have the longest and strongest hair, women from this tribe. Their hair is so strong, their hair is so sleek. And what do they use? They use rice water. Okay? Now for us here at Nissi Naturals, we use rice milk, and we make you a leave-in conditioner. And this is for type 3 and type 4 hair. People with type 3 and type 4 hair. Maybe if you have type 2, you can use it, but it's mostly for type 3 and type 4 hair. It is a leave-in conditioner. So when I finish rinsing my daughter's hair, I am going to be applying you can use our leave-in conditioner. We have a leave-in conditioner that's called Imara, and that is also something that you could use. But many of you, you apply moisturizing creams to your hair or moisturizing conditioners to your hair. Let me tell you one secret. Conditioners are mostly made up of water. Evaporates. So if you put it on your hair and you don't seal in the moisture with butter, that moisture will evaporate, and very soon your hair will be back to being dry. So when you apply the hair milk, it suggests that you seal in the moisture. So if you don't use the hair milk, we are going to suggest that you use our beautiful leave-in conditioner. We have two types. We have the rose geranium Imara leave-in conditioner, and then we have the lavender leave-in conditioner. All these wonderful leave-in conditioners for people with natural hair. Type 3, type 4, you will love these hair conditioners. Mothers, if you have a mixed race kid, this is the leave-in conditioner. By the way, the Imara leave-in conditioner comes with a clarifying conditioner, one that you can use twice a week, to cleanse your hair, especially if your child goes swimming. You definitely would enjoy the Imara leave-in conditioner and the Imara clarifying conditioner. It cleanses your hair without stripping it, and you can actually use it to wash your hair twice a week. Normally we tell you don't shampoo your hair more than once a week, but the Imara clarifying conditioner, it allows you to wash your hair twice a week without stripping it. So today, after we wash out the cornstarch hair mask, we are going to use either the Imara leave-in conditioner or the Court, Buganda Road, shop G02 on the ground floor. The G stands for ground. We are shop number 2 on the ground floor. You know, as soon as you get into Mukwana Court, we're right there. We have a natural hair salon, and you can go in there and you'll get the products that I've been talking about here. And if you don't know how to use them, you can actually ask the Nissi Naturals team in the salon to help you take care of your hair. If you're here in the Boston area, if you're within 45 minutes from Pawtucket, Rhode Island, you can drive down. We are located on 235 Main Street in downtown Pawtucket. That's where you're going to find the Nissi Naturals shop, okay? The Nissi Naturals store is downtown Pawtucket. Address, 235 Main Street, okay? And, we are more than happy to answer your questions if you stop in. Here in the U.S., our store hours are from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday. We're not open on Mondays. So come check us out. So I just wanted to give you a quick, tutorial on how to detangle, moisturize your hair. I will, probably show you a video on how to make this cornstarch hair mask, and you can check it out. Until next time, thank you so much for watching. Share this video. Share it with your friends, especially those who are struggling with their children's hair or their own hair. And we will see